Okay. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Hopefully you are having a good day. It is nice and sunny out. It's the perfect kind of day to be off of this computer and be out working on projects. But unfortunately, we still got another week or so of this distance learning. And then finally, we will be back in the classroom. I have been busily getting all the labs ready to go. We've got all the Romex set out, the tools. We've been getting the multimeters. In fact, let me show you something real quick. So I wish you guys were in here because what we would be doing today is this right here. So music brought us in this, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like a big speaker that they use for, I don't know, music, something or other. I'm not a music person. To me, it's like a bunch of magic. I don't know how it works. But here, I think you could see, hopefully that's good enough. So we hooked this up because it had a blown fuse. We were trying to figure out what was going wrong, and it let out the magic smoke, which is always a bad sign. So we've been trying to do a little diagnostic work with the meters and going through all these little electronic components and doing ohms checks and volt checks and trying to see where there's problems. Usually there's a smoke patch where it kind of tells you like, oh, this blew out. Actually, before I go. So sometimes you get lucky and see like, let's see here, got my camera down there. You can see, I don't know how well they show up on the camera, but these are little capacitors and they cost like 30 cents. And like, here's a switch down here and it's probably like $2 or something. And so a lot of times with electronics, you could just pop off one of those pieces that costs 30 cents and then fix this like $200 or $300 machine. Oh, let me let Jameson in. Silva. And Cantali. So, like I said, I wish everyone was here because what we'd be doing today is trying to diagnose that and see what's going on with it. No guarantee we'd be able to solve it, but you know, I'd give it about 50-50. We might be able to. Yep, if it's a capacitor, I was really hoping that's what it was because those are usually components that'll go out and you'll usually see them kind of exploded looking or you'll see a burnt mark on them. And that's what I was really hoping. Unfortunately, I can't see any obvious marks. Now, I do have a big nose and a good sniffer, and so I can kind of tell like which ones seem burnt, but the one that seems burnt to me doesn't seem like it would cause the problem. So I have to go in there with the meter. And that's why I say I wish we were in person because that's what we'd be doing today is we'd just be doing this as a class, seeing if we could figure out how to fix it. One of the cool things about robotics is you learn about all those electronics and you know how to solder components and take them on and off. So you get a lot of skills with that. The problem though nowadays is most electronics are like this and they're these tiny, tiny little minuscule things that you can't fix yourself. So it's kind of amazing how they put those pieces on. We usually take a field trip over to Parallax Robotics where they show you how to do some of those little miniature solderings, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to take a field trip this year. And we didn't get to take it last year either because of COVID. So hopefully, yeah, it's a good guess, Michael. It does smell like a burnt circuit board. But like I said, the one that I think smells like it's burnt, it doesn't seem like that would cause the problem. So I checked the switch seemed like it was working fine. So I'm gonna have to put power to it again and see if I can get it to smoke a little more and figure out what's going on.
Mister,
Yeah.
you know what it is?
The problem?
The thing that you're fixing.
Yeah, it's like some kind of speaker for a guitar or something.
Oh, is it an amplifier?
Amplifier? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
You
Isn't
should,
that what they hook up to guitars and stuff?
yeah, you should run it and then see what it does and just search it up. And, like,
Problem
why is
is,
it?
that was good, but the problem is, the problem it came in for was, but I like your thinking because that's the engineering mindset. Like, how do you troubleshoot? The problem with this one though is it came in where it wouldn't turn on. And so we put a fuse in there and it instantly burned the fuse. And it had a 2.5 amp fuse, and I stuck in a 1 amp fuse and then a 1.5 amp fuse, and it burned up both of those. And I didn't have a 2.5 amp, so we couldn't test with that. And so I just stuck the meter in there to bypass the fuse and see how many amps were flowing through it. And it smoked whatever it was. It didn't give me an amp reading. So I'm going to have to do that again, see if I can get a little smoke, but it wouldn't turn on. That was the problem. So I couldn't see the malfunction.
Okay.
It did work sometime before, but it had stopped working. Breathe in some of the circuit smoke. That's what I do. I try to see if I can find it. Anyways, so that's the kind of stuff. That's why I say, like, these classes are night and day difference when you're in person versus over the computer. So anyways, guys, like 1.5 weeks left, and I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel like this computer is a jail cell. I need to get up and move and do something. I'm so tired of it. And now that I can feel the end in sight, it's like, oh, I'm so ready to go. So anyways, we got all those kind of labs coming up. That's what we'll be doing. But we do have a 1.5 weeks, and I just wanted to remind you guys, make sure I'm not going to add more stuff. Okay. We're going to go until Tuesday. That's the day when I'm stopping grades. And then after Tuesday, I'll do lockout, tagout, but we won't take notes on it. I'll just cover it and make it easy on you guys. And then we'll come back and bam, we can launch right into labs. So that'll be fun. But today you got to make sure you're getting your process journals done, because I need to put those grades in there. And you don't want to wait till the last minute, because there'll probably be multiple people last minute, and I don't know how many people I'll be able to grade. So get them in quick. Okay. What else did I was going to say? Okay, I think that's the only thing I needed to tell you, is make sure you're getting your grades in. Go to Otis right now. Look up Otis. Make sure your grades are in there. If you're seeing a bunch of insufficient evidence, the IEs, that means that you got a 0 on something. And if you didn't do it and you got a 0, well, that's what do you expect? But if you did it and you got a 0, then there's probably some problem. It might be you didn't give me permission to see it. Maybe you didn't share your slides with me. Maybe you made a whole new slideshow and didn't tell me. I don't know. So some kind of problem in there. We can solve it. I don't mind, but you just got to make sure you stick around and work through it with me. Let's see. Okay, so are they letting you know where their journals are? Give me a second, Angela. I'll tell you in a second. Okay. So guys, make sure you're getting that stuff done. I do know, Caleb, I don't have permission to see your miter saw notes. Parth, I don't have permission to see your miter saw notes. So make sure you give me those permissions. When we leave today, I'm going to start putting in the last notes that we did, which was your the basic electricity notes. I'm going to start putting those grades in. So make sure you share those. And then you're also finishing those 2 last slides that we talked about yesterday. And by the way, let me put a link in here real quick, because for whatever reason, the district changed something, and all of a sudden my process journal, actually, let me do an experiment first. Let me see if it's working again. For whatever reason, all of a sudden yesterday, all of my stuff stopped being visible to you guys, and I don't know why. Didn't make any sense to me. So let me give you a link here. Can you guys click on this and see if it'll let you in? It's letting you in. Okay, weird. I don't know why. I was blocking everyone out yesterday, so maybe it's working today. All right, thank God. That's a big stress reliever off of my shoulders, because all of a sudden all my links weren't working. So, okay, it looks like it's working okay. All right, guys. So make sure you finish your process journal. Make sure you finish all those notes. Make sure you finish the 9 terms, okay? It was like electron theory, conventional theory, volts, amps, ohms. Okay. I don't think it had alternating or direct current in there, but maybe it did. But anyways, those 9 terms that were on the slides, make sure you finish those out. And I'm going to let you guys go today. If you need help with anything, if you want me to check your grades, if you have any questions, just stick around and I'll take care of it, okay? So the rest of you guys are free to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Look forward to class. And then anyone needs help, stick around. I'll help you with it. And by the way, chat flew by, guys, so I probably missed if you asked me something. So I'll do a quick scan of it.
Just the regular goofy stuff.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, guys, so who needs help with stuff? Angela, you wanted to see.
Yeah, did he give you permission yet? Otherwise, I'm going to call because I've been emailing every day.
I don't think so, but let me just check real quick.
He's given you permission for other things, right? So it's not like he doesn't know how to do it.
Correct. I can see everything else. In fact, while we're there, we'll just check and make sure I have permission for the next stuff too. Okay. This was miter saw notes. I don't know if he actually did the miter saw notes. Yeah, I don't know if he actually did them either because I don't see him on his slideshow.
Okay.
He did something kind of weird where he just copied mine and then he's putting his stuff over it. But let's see here. Okay.
You should get those done before the end. Right?
There you go. He's got it out of order. Let me see here. Oh, I can see it now. So let me see. Okay, looks like he did it. Okay, very good. I'll put that grade in.
Did he give you
He
permission?
shared permission with this with the miter saw, and let's see. He did not share with the safety notes. I'm going to request access from him, so
Okay.
I don't know if he'll see that or not. But
All right. Well,
he did share the other one. Now he just needs to share the last one.
okay. All right. Scan. Do you have stuff ready that you want me to scan?
I do. It's in this yellow book right here.
Okay.
Right by my laptop.
All right.
Thank you for doing that, by the way.
You're welcome. Just scan to your email.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I was hoping you could turn them into Google Docs, or if that's possible.
I'll see.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you. All right. Suleiman, let me check. Suleiman, all your stuff is in. I haven't checked any of the new stuff, the basic electricity notes yet, but everything else you have in.
Okay, thanks.
You are welcome. Okay, anyone else?